So I thought this show was supposed to be about me. Hey, what's up everybody, ForneverWorld here today to do my review of One Piece episode 544. Now this particular episode was focused again on the flashback. I don't know how much longer this flashback is going to go, probably another few episodes. But I gotta say that this episode definitely wasn't as good as the last episode, but it did have some improvements where the last episode didn't have. I gotta say that the action in this episode is what really kept it entertaining, but it was slow in some parts. Queen Otohime begging for signatures to me has gotten a little bit annoying already because I'm kind of tired of it, but there was some redeeming quality to it when she got drunk and was on the microphone and was like basically cussing out and away the people of Fishman Island. I thought that kind of made her seem a little bit more real, because for the most part we always seen her crying and begging, and in this episode she was crying as well and begging. But when she finally hit her limit with, these people aren't helping me, what the hell is going on, that's when it kind of like, okay, I'm glad that it finally had I guess a closure to it or an impact. I kind of felt like it made that whole situation seem a little bit more like enjoyable. I was just like, finally, this seems more realistic. Somebody's not gonna, somebody can only take so much, and she had her limit. And I thought that was something that made up for the past of just feeling really annoyed with her begging. In this episode, Arlong got arrested because after the death of Fisher Tiger, he went on a rampage, hurting humans, and after getting arrested, Jinbei basically bailed him out because he became a warlord. Now, Jinbei accepting the warlordship to me was definitely a good move, because Jinbei and Arlong, the two that were the most promising among Fisher Tiger's people, I felt as though Jinbei definitely should have gotten that. And we see, definitely, like, if it was Arlong that got the warlord thing, it wouldn't have made much sense, because we see in their epic battle who is indeed a lot stronger. Jinbei and Arlong go at it, and I was just like, wow. They went at it, and Arlong was no contest whatsoever. Jinbei mopped the floor with him, was on top of him, punching him repeatedly. Even Arlong had to admit this dude is a monster. I definitely said that was the peak of the episode for me. I just enjoyed seeing that fight. I was like, wow. I did also enjoy watching Kizaru versus Arlong. I thought that part was pretty interesting as well. We see, Arlong, he's really fighting with passion in his heart, because after Fisher Tiger's death, it just really left a hole in him. One of the characters interesting enough to me was definitely Hachi. I feel like Hachi is kind of like the son in a divorce or something, that he just doesn't know which way to go, but at the end he does go with Arlong, which kind of was the wrong move in my opinion, because we see what type of character Hachi turns out. He probably should have stood with Jinbei, but I guess he kind of felt like he had to go with Arlong to help him and in a way protect him, in any possible way he could. The episode was pretty decent. For the most part, the action was good. Some slow parts was definitely seen once again. Queen Otohime, kind of begging, and just the random shots of Neptune sitting on his throne listening to her, and the little shots with her kids, I guess, kind of felt a little bit slow, but it was to show the struggle that she's going through, and little by little she goes from, oh, I love my kids, to not today, because she was getting already wore out of the situation. I'm really looking forward to the flashback being over already and getting to the next thing, but we still got a little bit to go, and I do know that the flashback does have another interesting part, so look forward to that. Don't be discouraged that, oh, maybe One Piece is finally on a downturn. No, it's just that there's a little bit of slow parts. This is probably the slowest parts of the entire arc, so look forward to that, because once you hit rock bottom you can only get up. And to be honest with you, the episode wasn't too bad. It wasn't as good as some of the previous ones, like I said, because some of the previous ones really had some heart-wrenching moments, but it was pretty decent. Let me know what you thought of it. Did you think that the episode was good? Was it boring? Did you enjoy seeing Kizaru versus Arlong and Jinbei versus Arlong? Let me know in the comment section below, or with a video response, give me your thoughts on One Piece episode 544. Hopefully I'll get some action soon. I'm really waiting. Hopefully there's a freaking 100,000 people or something I could go after. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.